Alright everybody, it's your boy Fernie back with another Sights and Sounds of Austin. This time doing a video showcasing rural South Austin / Texas area as I'm going over to a ghost hunt. So I'm on my way actually to Gonzales, Texas. That's where the ghost hunt is going to happen today. And part of that is traveling through here, which is South Austin's rural area, but it's already under development. In fact, you can see here already some of the places that are being set up. You just saw a sign that said new homes. I believe it's called Turner's Crossing. It's going to be developed soon. This is an area that's south of Austin, a little bit past Austin actually, maybe about 10 minutes or so, if you could even call it that. And it's there just before Buda or Kyle, Texas. So it's right in between. So this is going to be the next go-to frontier when it comes to people moving out here to the Austin area. I know you are. There's still about 180 to 200 people per day. That's right, per day that are moving to the Austin area. And so this is going to be their next go-to spot to try to find the next set of affordable homes. Well, let me give you some history about this place. You can't really see it to my left, but to my left is actually a very large landfill. It's the landfill for, I believe, most of Austin, actually. Maybe even the Buda, Kyle, Texas area. So you obviously can't tell by the video, but out here, there's this very strong smell. It smells just like garbage, because that's what it is. There's a landfill right next door. So people that are going to be out here, oh my goodness, they're going to have every single day, all 24 hours, the smell of garbage. If they can tolerate that, they have new homes out here. Who knows what they're going to do to try to, I don't know, stay outside while still not being able to smell this garbage. Maybe they'll put in something kind of like patio sticks, something else that creates fragrances. But otherwise, you're out of luck. If you don't want the garbage smell, they'll move out here. That's why for the longest time, I would say 30 plus years, this area has been barren. Very, very barren. Like nobody moved out here, only for a few people that were already out here because of the smell. But as it turns out, here in Austin, there's so much almost purposely tight, compact housing that it's now inching towards this location. And now we're going to have this spot here. Oh, let me get this visor out of the way. One moment. Ooh, that's my Area 51 visor that I have from my visit to Area 51. It says top secret. Basically gives me quote-unquote clearance to enter Area 51. But yeah, that's essentially what's happening now. People are moving out to this location. So this place is pretty barren, as you can see right now. Maybe only saw a few houses. There we go, let me get this out. There we go. And these houses have been here for a long, long time. I think these are almost like dynasties, if you could call it that, when it comes to the families here. Generations of families just basically passing on their land one from the other. Right now it's just pretty much still just farmland for the most part. We'll see later on what happens afterward when everyone starts moving here. But otherwise, this is the area where it's kind of like a throwback to how it was before everyone moved to Texas. This is how it was back in the 90s. So what you're looking at now, which is long stretches of road with very little housing in between, other than the constant set of cars that you're seeing, that's essentially what it was like here back in the 90s. What else? Oh, we're going to come up on one of the newer features here in just a minute. This will be one of those hated things that came to Texas, but you'll see it here. But I'm going to go to another location here towards the right, which is a little bit more of a barren road. So if you thought this other road was empty, just wait until you go over here. This is one of those farm to market roads that populates much of the rural areas here in Texas. Farm to market or FTMs, those are the ones that are built pretty much way back when to basically take farm produce to the market. That's why it's called farm to market. So way back when you would see like people in horseback, and they would be carrying the food and produce and so on from one place to another. That's why these roads look the way they do. They were just built to carry that small capacity. Nowadays, though, with everyone moving out here, the capacity, like we're talking thousands of cars each day, sometimes even larger vehicles. These roads immediately go to wear out much quicker than anticipated. So out here, you're gonna definitely see, in just 1 minute actually, a lot of potholes areas. That means that there's just constant influx of roads. To my right, this land, I believe, is already sold or is being sold as well, which kind of sucks for the people to the left, because those are the OGs. The people on the left are absolutely people that have been here for a long time, 30 plus years and so on. So whenever this gets developed, who knows? One thing that's going to happen to them is their property value will of course skyrocket, which means more taxes that they have to pay. So it'll be either they move at that point or they eat it. Like they basically pay those taxes and then move forward. Oh, look at that. On the left-hand side, something was just being developed too. So you see these bridges? These are tollways. These are the ones that people hate. Some of the newer features here in Texas. These are the roads that were supposed to have been built to help alleviate so much of the traffic headache here in the Austin area. And instead of it being close by, let's say to I-35, which is the only highway in Austin. Fun little fact, by the way, too. Austin is the largest metropolitan city in the U.S. with only one highway to serve it. Only one. And so the answer was, let's build another road. And so this other area was developed, but it became a tollway. And not only that, but it was like way out there. By the way, these roads are the ones I was mentioning a minute ago, that they are pretty much beat to crap because of the number of cars that pass through them. And so it's a good example of what they were built for originally compared to the capacity that they have in a handle now. But anyways, that tollway was built and it didn't solve anything. It was too far away for people on the highway to be able to drive, and it was supposed to be the answer to 18-wheelers. 18-wheelers were supposed to be the ones that they take up a lot of space on I-35. They were supposed to be the ones to take the tollway to get around it, because a lot of them complained of the highway traffic and not being able to pass through Austin in a timely manner. So basically that tollway was also built for them, but I guess the fees are too high, and the cost of traveling the distance to get to the toll doesn't make sense either. So they stopped. They basically continued on the highway. So right now, the only people really taking the tollway is anyone who wants to, if they're traveling from another southern part of the Texas area, something like that. It doesn't really seem like if you're traveling to Austin that you're going to take the tollway. It's almost like it's joined from another location. To the left of me is part of the tollway, another part of the tollway as well. And I'm not going to get on it. I'm going to basically stay on the frontage road. That's the answer that people have basically been doing since the tollway was built here, is don't take it, just take the free one on the frontage road. But yeah, I'm going to Gonzales, Texas. Man, this is rural stuff. Look at it right there towards the right. You could, back then in the 90s, you could probably buy this land for like $1,000, something like that. It was so out of the way from everything in the world out here. They're probably giving it away at that point. Nowadays, it's more expensive, obviously, but not that expensive as Austin. But it's still a location you can kind of move out here and try to get something done. At least for residences. If you're working remote, this is your opportunity too. I'm about maybe still 50 minutes away from Gonzales, Texas. There's an answer right there to a lot of people's home predicaments here in Austin. You see that? Marquez Mobile Homes. This mobile homes, manufactured homes. Don't knock them till you try them, folks. I grew up in a manufactured home. They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Built brand new from the inside, and they have all the amenities that you need. Obviously, from any kind of home. They just happen to be a manufactured home, and they have all the appliances that you need. I would gladly, easily try to get another one to live in rather than an apartment. Here's the catch-22 situation, though. There's no land, quote-unquote, land out here. Look at to my right. Endless land. Just basically land galore all the way to the horizon. But none of that is for mobile homes. None of that. Every single part of land here in the Austin surrounding areas is just for one thing. Regular homes. Nothing involving manufactured homes, which is just stupid, in my opinion. Because now you have a situation where you have manufactured homes that are being sold, but they're only being sold to areas that are rented. So basically you're renting a piece of land that you're never going to own and trying to place a home that you own on top of it. It doesn't make any sense. And those spots are so limited, it doesn't make sense either because they're so out of the way. And the rent itself for the land costs as much as almost an apartment. So it doesn't make sense either. It's crazy the way the math works out here. But yeah, endless land out here, but nothing for manufactured homes. Otherwise, that would have been such an easy answer to fixing the housing problem out here. You can't see it, but to my left, there's a popular 18-wheeler place. One of those large pilot gas stations that caters to 18-wheelers. I love those places. You always know that you're safe whenever you travel the long distances I do, because there's always a large crowd there, large amount of people, and for the most part, like 18-wheeler dudes are all cool. Like they're just driving around, making a living, and they're not causing trouble and so on. So, and they have always good food, because again, they're trying to attract the 18-wheeler crowd. So they always have good restaurants, quick restaurant food to pick up, nice amenities, water and so on. But yeah, just wanted to go ahead then and share with y'all the sight and sounds of Austin, South Austin, now heading into the Lubbock area here in just a few moments, about another 10 minutes. So anyways, just let me know what you guys think. Post in the comments below. I'll do some more of these as I'm going through other locations too. Alright everyone, thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.